Hey, we're here with Elliot Marshall with the Grudge Training Center. And Elliot is actually one of the training partners of Chaun Simms, and Chaun's up looking to fight on the 17th against Chilo. So we want to ask you just a couple questions about Chaun.
Sure.
We're watching him spar around a little bit, moving with you a little bit. It looks like he's pretty tough right now.
Chaun's a monster, man. Chaun is a monster.
I had no idea. I'd kind of heard a little bit about it, watched the fight once, but that was pretty intense.
The kid has all the ability to be the best in the world, you know?
That's pretty crazy.
A lot of people say that, but it's true with Chaun. Chaun's pretty strong mentally, you know, so you know, when you get in the cage, it's you're not really fighting your opponent, you're fighting yourself.
So I'm here with Lorenzo Borgomeo, and we're at the American Top Team out of Denver, Colorado. We've already done a little tour around the facility to kind of look at it. Very beautiful facility. Congratulations on it.
Thank you.
So Lorenzo is the head instructor here for MMA, and I understand you have a K1 background. Is that correct?
Yes.
You came from K1, so you came over here from Europe?
Yes, I came here from ATT in Coconut Creek.
Okay.
But yes, earlier from Europe.
Okay.
I was fighting K1.
How long have you been in the U.S.?
3 years now.
3 years
Yes,
now? Oh, good. How you like it over here?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yes,
Like
yes.
it pretty much? How do you like it?
Fighting is way better.
So you've got a couple guys that are coming up and fighting big cards. You actually have one person on a main card
Yes.
fighting on the 17th with this Chilo Gonzalez.
Yes.
I think he took the fight on a kind of short notice because
Yes.
the other
Yes.
fighter had just backed out not too long ago.
Yeah.
So how's Chilo looking right now?
She was doing very good. He's just, I think, yeah, he got all the tools to beat the guy. You know?
Chilo's a tough fighter. I know.
Yes,
I know
he's a
Chilo.
tough fighter.
He is a tough guy.
Well-rounded, so I think he has all the tools.
Is that a little piece of you when a fighter wins? A little piece of you win, and when he loses, does it?
Always.
A little piece of you kind of loses with him?
Always.
Yeah, very personal relationship, especially when you're in there working with him.
Yes.
Yep.
A lot.
So.
It's very heartbreaking.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that bond that comes between a coach and a fighter. You know, when they've worked so hard together for 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, you know, every day in the gym and watching somebody break their spirit and rebuild their spirit and work all the way through it, and to get in the ring and leave everything in the ring, and to lose and walk out, there's a part there that's a little heartbreaking, you know. Yeah, but you know they'll be back again.
Yeah.
We're here at Grudge Training Center with Justin Salas, and Justin is actually fighting on the 17th as well on the Fight to Win card.
With the explosion of mixed martial arts, you know, I found my alley. You know, this is my NFL, so here I am, and I'm dedicating my whole life to it. So.
Yeah. How's training at the Grudge going right now?
The Grudge is awesome. It's a great group. There's a lot of good people here, and for the first time, I really feel like I'm on a team again, you know, and I'm in a good atmosphere training every day. And I think the best Justin Salas is definitely to come.
What's your definition of a fighter?
The definition of a fighter for me is, you know, someone who is engulfed in the life. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people have to work and stuff, and a lot of people do it. There's different people. Some people do it for the image. Some people do it for this, just for the experience to try it out. And then if you're a professional fighter, you live. It's a way of life. When you wake up in the morning, you're a professional fighter. You got to treat it like that. And you can't do this part time because you're gonna have a real big letdown.
How many hours a day are you training right now?
I say minimum 4 to 6 hours a day. I got good hands, and I've been training with some of the best strikers in the world, and so I can stand out, I can control the fight. You know, I still got that powerhouse NCAA wrestling, and now my striking's evolved to a whole new level for sure. I know it in my mind, and I can't wait to, you know, showcase that. And I think that that's something that's going to set me apart from any other fighter, even just other good wrestlers who can just wrestle. I can strike, I can wrestle, and my jiu-jitsu is growing every day. So.
Yeah? How do you feel about your fight coming up?
I feel really confident. You know, like I said, I'm in here with some of the best in the world. I got some of the best guys around giving me advice, helping me hone in, and I'm ready for any challenge. I face black belts every day. I face K1 champions. I face wrestlers, and there's no challenge that I'm scared of. So I think I'm more mentally prepared than ever, and I'm ready to, you know, I'm ready to break through and show everybody.
It's good. You got any message for the guy you're about to fight?
I hope you train hard. I hope you're ready because I'm always ready, no matter what.
My name's Jesse Henley. So I feel good. Been working out hard 6 days a week for the last few months to get ready for this. We do a combination of things, so we kind of work on the classical arts as well as modern fight science stuff as well. So we do a lot of practical self-defense fighting, training, teaching, as well as doing boxing, kickboxing, MMA, grappling. We put it all together. So to everybody from PMA, thanks for all the support, and thanks for everybody that always comes out and supports us every single time we fight.
We're here with Joshua Goldberger, and we're here at Zingano Martial Arts, Zingano Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Zingano is more of a traditional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school, which means there's a lot of discipline and a lot of history involved with it. How long have you been training at here at Zingano's?
About 3 years.
About 3 years, that's good.
3.5 years.
Notice you're a blue belt now?
Yep. I'm just here to bang, man. I mean, I'm gonna bring it, and I just want everybody else to bring it too, you know what I mean? So I don't, just as long as we put on a good fight, you know?
That's good, man.
So that's what I'm here for, you know? I'm gonna bring it all, and if I get hit, so be it. You know, let's do it.
We're here with Matt Simms, who will also be fighting on the 17th on the Fight to Win card. And Matt, who are you fighting?
Tom Serra.
So explain a little bit about the transition between doing jiu-jitsu tournaments and fighting. I mean, obviously one has a lot more contact to the face and everything else, but I don't think a lot of people understand that jiu-jitsu is not, it's called the gentle way, but it's not necessarily a gentle sport, okay? You get hurt doing it, there's a lot of contact, and there is a lot of violence done to it, even though it's more of an art form. So kind of explain a little bit of that transition in there.
With the popularity of jiu-jitsu coming out, Brazilian jiu-jitsu coming out, you have a lot of people that train jiu-jitsu just to say that, you know, like I'm just a grappler. I think any martial art that you're learning, if it's jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or something like that, you have to put in all those added aspects. You know, even if we're doing stand-up training, I think you still have to do your stand-up training as if somebody could take you down all the time. You know, the same thing with jiu-jitsu. I always train my jiu-jitsu thinking this is good for grappling, but if my opponent can punch right here, this would not be a good position, you know. So I always had that in my head as far as learning the technique.
Where have you been getting your knowledge and all your tutelage from the stand-up side of it?
I train with Oscar Martinez at Muay Thai of Colorado.
Okay. You cannot get a whole lot better than learning Muay Thai from Oscar and learning your jiu-jitsu from the professor. So your upcoming fight, I mean, how do you feel about it right now? Are you feel like you're ready? Some fighters will be honest about feeling like they're a little behind. I mean, when did you get your opponent? When did you know you're...
I've known for a while. Seth has actually wanted me and Tom to fight for a while too.
Okay. Is there some history there we should know
No,
about?
there's not really. I think Seth just, for some reason, you know, really tries to think about his fights in a smart way and tries to really do a good job matchmaking. You know, and Seth always has a gem, you know, in his eye. He always thinks it's going to be a great fight.
I've watched one of your fights before, and we talked about it a little bit earlier than this. And you know, one thing that people don't really touch on much in the sport and with interviews is how they feel after the fight and how they know what they've done to somebody and everything else in the world. And your last fight that I watched, you actually broke a kid's, I don't know if it was his foot or his ankle or his leg, but one of them.
Yeah, it was actually broke his ankle, his shin bone, and tore all the ligaments in his leg. I've kind of have that reputation of I do hurt my opponents a lot of the time. And just like you said, it's not due to any ill will wished on them. It's just I have very good coaches, and we don't play around here. You know, we get after it really hard.
You coach to finish.
Yeah, and when I go in there and I put my technique on somebody, that is essentially the goal. Is you know, I'm doing this to dislocate your shoulder. I'm doing this to break your leg.
Mauricio is the black belt instructor here. He's been instructing for quite a few years. How many years have you been instructing now?
16.
And how long have you been doing BJJ? 18 years. Okay, how many years did it take you to get to your black belt?
Altogether about 10 years.
And who gave you the black belt?
Carlos Elias, the nickname Kaique. He's a black belt under Rickson Gracie and Elliot Gracie.
Wow, that's
He's
impressive.
actually a red and black belt now.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So we want to talk a little bit about your school and your students. You know, you have some athletes that are coming up that are fighting recently, or soon, excuse me, and we've interviewed them and wanted to get your take a little bit on them and how they're doing.
Oh, they're doing really good. I mean, they all the people that I have here pretty much started from scratch. They never done jiu-jitsu before, they never done Thai boxing before, they never done any MMA. Brazilian jiu-jitsu per se is MMA. It is a fighting style. It is something that was created for you to win a fight. Brazilian jiu-jitsu in itself is a lifestyle. You know, a lot of people hear the term, but they don't really understand until they start training the Brazilian jiu-jitsu lifestyle. It's a whole community.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere, I can guarantee you, I can jump on a plane, you can put your finger on the map, and if there's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu school there, and I show up, they're gonna open their arms, I'm gonna have a place to sleep, I'm gonna have food on my stomach, and I'm gonna have a place to train.
That's pretty amazing.
That's like a global connection that everybody has.